Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy again, DYL TALKS Sports. We're back with another week of picks. We're going to start off with the NFL Week 14 picks today. Check out the TikTok. It's blowing up from my review of last week's games. A little frustration, a little anger, but we made it happen, man. So this is DYL TALKS Sports, back with another video. I know I always got the jerseys for you. Today we don't got a jersey, but we got a cool shirt. We got the Magic Man Insomniac shirt. From Beyond Wonderland in Chicago. Check it out if y'all like EDM and house music and that type of stuff. But without further ado, let's get going. So Week 14 kicks off tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football. Rams 49ers. This is a tough game for me to pick. The 49ers are really hurt. Yeah, they beat the brakes off the Bears, but they're the fucking Bears, man. The Rams showed a lot for me. They're on the road, which I dislike, but I'm going to go with the Rams. I think the Rams are starting to get healthy, and the Rams are a better team than people really give them credit for. They were hurt all year, so we're going to go with the Rams. I like Stafford. I like Puka. Puka Nacua looks like prime Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is kind of taking a back seat in that receiver room, which is fine. Still a great receiver, still has that time. But I see San Fran's favored by 3. I like the Rams in this game just based off the fact of what I saw last week with Buffalo. Yeah, they couldn't get a stop, but you're also playing Josh Allen, Brock Purdy. Big difference. Josh Allen, Purdy. And Purdy's not bad. He's okay, but he not no Josh Allen. So we're going to go with the Rams in this game. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass, but I like the Rams a lot. I like Sean McVay a lot. I like how the teams really come together. They're getting healthy at the right time. And the 49ers are still hurt. Bosa's out, Christian, Jordan Mason. Guando's a baller, though. Don't get me wrong. Guando's a baller. George Kittle's kind of having a revival of the season, so excited to see that matchup and kind of see what goes on there, but we're going to go with the Rams in this game. Next game we got Chiefs and Browns. I don't know, guys. Why is something telling me to go for the Browns? Is it just my pure hatred for the Chiefs? It could be. It really could be. Jameis Winston's due for a good game, but we got to go with the Chiefs, man. I can't go against the Chiefs, man. They'll figure out a way to win. We're going to go with the Chiefs. Jerry Jeudy having a breakout year. People were saying, oh, he's horrible. Again, Broncos system. Don't know what happened this year. Sean Payton found his guys that actually bought into him, but some people he just clashed with, and that's fine, but Sean Payton needs to let his ego down a little bit and go from there. But Chiefs, Browns, we got to go with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, them boys. Andy Reid, all them boys. Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, Leo Chanel. I got to go with the Chiefs. I don't want to because they really piss me off, but they're the fucking Chiefs, man. I'm not going to be that much of a hater to pick against them. So we're going to go with the Chiefs in that game. They're favored by 4.5. Still going to go with the Chiefs. Next game we got Bengals and Titans. I think this is a pretty easy game. I'm going to go with the Bengals. I've gone with all road teams so far. I don't love going with all road teams, but the Bengals got to beat the Titans, man. Joe Burrow's having a year. Jamar Chase is that dude. It might be time to have a conversation about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase might be taking over. I like Jamar Chase. I like Justin Jefferson. LSU is wide receiver U, whatever you want to say. You can disagree, but you're tripping if you disagree. So we like the Bengals in that game a lot. I'm going to stay with the Bengals. Joe Burrow's having that year. Joe Burrow's stats are a little inflated because he's always getting his ass kicked, so he just gets to chuck the ball around the whole game. But you can't sleep on 3,700 yards, 33 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 93 receptions, 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, that dude. I wish Josh Allen had Jamar Chase out there. Patrick Mahomes, you guys can say what you want, but none of those dudes got Jamar Chase out there. So we're going to go with the Bengals. Hopefully they can – I don't know how far away from the playoff picture they are. I think they could still get in. The AFC is a little bit tougher. If they're in the NFC, I'd say they probably get in, but we're going to go with the Bengals in that game. Next game we got Commanders and Saints. I'm riding with the Commanders. Shout out Adam Peters. I know GM of the Commanders. You're doing a great job, man, and I'm glad to see the Commanders coming back to relevance, and you built that team up, really well. Taking Jane Daniels and them boys and them. So we're gonna go with the Commanders. Dan Quinn's a great coach. Cliff Kingsbury. Don't know who the D coordinator is, but shout out him as well. The defense playing really good this year. Commanders are favored by 7.5. That's a large spread. Again, another road team. So far today, I picked all road teams. Just FYI. And it's looking like I might pick a lot of road teams this week. But I hate that, but I just got to go with what I feel. So Jane Daniels, I mean, people were saying he's the next coming of whatever, CJ Stroud. He's having a good year. He's really kind of come back down to earth the last few weeks, but not saying he's not a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. Just everyone that thinks he should be MVP and this Offensive Player of the Year and all this, no. Okay. Terry McLaurin's having a great year, another great player, but we're going to go with the Commanders in that game. I just don't think the Saints are very good. Derek Carr's not very good. Kamara's still amazing. Kamara will always be amazing, but I got to go with the Commanders in that game, even on the road. Next game we got Ravens-Giants. I got to go with the road team again. I got to go with the Ravens. I mean, I've seen the Giants this year. The fucking Giants are a fucking disgrace. A fucking disgrace, man. 2-11. 0-7 at home. 0-7 at home. I mean, Lamar's having another great year. Derrick Henry. For the all you saying Lamar should be the MVP? Nah. If you're going to pick an MVP from that team, it's Derrick Henry. Just like the fucking Eagles. Saquon's the MVP of that team, no matter what you say. Derrick Henry, 240 carries, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns this year. Lamar, 3,200 yards, 29 touchdowns, 3 picks. So having a great year. Lamar's great. Derrick Henry's great. Ravens, they've kind of went down a little bit at the end of this year, but there's no chance of picking the Giants over the Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 16, which I think is a lot of points. But if you're going money line straight, we're going Ravens. I like the Ravens a lot in the game. I love John Harbaugh is a great coach. Ravens, they're probably going to be a wild card. That division's ended up being a lot better than they thought. Actually not. Let me say it. The Steelers started being a lot better than they thought. So we're going to go with the Ravens in that game. I don't really think it's a question. Their defense is taking a step back this year due to the fact that Mike McDonald left. I think people didn't give Mike McDonald the credit he should have got. Great coach, great everything. So we're going with that. We're going with the Ravens. Next game we got is the Cowboys and Panthers. This is another game that I could go with the road team, but fuck it, I'm not going with the road team. I'm not a Cowboys guy. I don't like the Cowboys. We're going to go with the Panthers. I think the Panthers have been playing a lot better the last few weeks. They've been a drop away from beating the Eagles, some BS away from beating the Chiefs. So the Panthers are a better team than I think they're showing. Bryce Young after the bench, he's been a lot better. He's developed a lot more and kind of elevated his game to where it needs to go. Chuba Hubbard, I guess, having a great year. I didn't even realize what a great year he's having, but having a great year, 1,000 yards this year. Cooper Rush, not sold on Cooper Rush, not sold on the Cowboys. Micah Parsons, when he plays on that defense, the defense looks like one of the better defenses. When he's off, he's not. So while you can say one defensive player doesn't matter, he matters because Micah Parsons is that good. Micah Parsons, if you want to leave Dallas and come to Chicago Bears, I know you were talking about it, be my guest. We'd love to have you. We're going to get hopefully Gruden or Sean McVay and get to hit Micah Parsons. It's going to be over for the league. I say that, and then the Bears will be the Bears because they're the Bears. But whatever. Anyways, we're going with the Panthers that game. I just like Dave Canales. He's doing a great job down there. I mean, I know they're 3-10, but they've been playing a lot better. That team is in a complete rebuild. I don't know. They're not a very good team, but Dave Canales may have made them look like a better team than they are. So they got to get a couple more players out there, but they're starting to develop, and I think they got the right people in the right places and the right situations to really develop and be better. So we're gonna go with the first home team this day, and it's gonna be the Panthers. Crazy enough. So go Panthers. Next game we got Jags and Jets. Wow. Jags are home. Jets are on the road. I don't want to go with the Jets. I don't think I'm going to go with the Jets, man. I've always been an Aaron Rodgers guy. I think Aaron Rodgers is the truth, and I fuck with Aaron Rodgers, but I just can't go with him, man. They've been playing so fucking bad this year, and I just got to go. I'm going with the Jags. I hate to say it, but I'm going with the Jags. Mac Jones, sling that around. Doug Peterson, not that bad of a coach. Etienne, them boys, defense isn't that bad. I mean, 3-10 again, but all their one-score games they've lost. Again, good teams win those, bad teams lose, so maybe you could say they're a bad team, but I don't think they're that bad of a team, especially coming off last year in the playoffs, and they've been in the playoffs the last few years. So just a down year, a fluke year for them, so we'll see what happens with them. We're going with the Jaguars. Sorry, Aaron Rodgers. Get out of the Jets. You'll probably ball next year if you get out of there. Go anywhere else because they're horrible. You come to Chicago, we'll take you to Chicago. You could help Caleb out. Caleb could sit here. They'd never do this, but Caleb could sit here, learn behind you. You ball out. You probably win us a Super Bowl. You retire, and Caleb takes over and runs it. But that's not going to happen. I'm wishful thinking. So We're going with the Jags in that game. Jets are favored by 3.5, so I like the Jags. Not sure why. Just don't like the Jets at all. They've been playing horrible. They got no heart. I'm kind of giving up. Next game we got is the Dolphins and the Texans. Texans are favored in this game. I'm not sold on the Texans this year. C.J. Stroud's taken that huge step back that I said he would. I told everyone he's going to go through a sophomore slump. No one believed in me. Oh, he's too good to do that. Every quarterback takes that step back because defenses start to figure out what they do good, and they scheme over that. So they figured out what C.J. Stroud does good. They started scheming, and now he doesn't play as good. Texans are a decent team. They're going to win that AFC South. It's not a very good division. I guess the Colts still have a chance, but you know what? I don't want to go against the Texans because they're home, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Dolphins in a dome that's not cold. It's in Texas. It's going to be warm either way. Tua's playing great. Tyreek had a great game last week. I think they're starting to get back to where they were, and they're starting to develop back to where they were. I mean, Tua makes that team much better. I don't think they're a great team with Tua. I think they're a good team. They beat up on bad teams, and they don't really beat good teams. But I don't think the Texans are a great team. I think they're a good team, so I think it's going to be a close, hard-fought game, as the spread says, Houston by 3. But we're going to go with the Dolphins in this game again. Hate to pick another road team, but that's just where I'm at, man. So Dolphins get the win in that. Tua goes for 275 and 3 touchdowns. But next game we got Broncos-Colts. Not going with the Colts, babe. I'm going with the Denver Broncos. That's my home. I'm not saying I'm a Broncos fan by any means, but that's my home. Bo Nix and them boys been balling out this year, man. Cortland Sutton balling out this year, 63 receptions, 846 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's a pony up, baby. That's a pony up, SMU. Everyone was saying, oh, we should trade him. He's washed. Nah, he's not washed. He's a great player. He's a great receiver, a great possession receiver. Gets it done when he needs to. Bo Nix balling out this year. Sean Payton. Bo Nix couldn't have gone to a better situation. I think Bo Nix goes to really any other team. He's very average. But Sean Payton found Bo Nix, and that's like the perfect marriage. I'm not saying Bo Nix by any means is Drew Brees, but they have a lot of similar traits that Sean Payton could work with and help him develop into that. So we're going to the Broncos this game. Defense is playing amazing. Broncos always have a good defense, it seems like. Pat Surtain, Riley Moss, shout out White Boy Corner. And then boys, they got a really good defense. Vance Joseph, respect to you, man. You were the Broncos head coach, and you came back as defense coordinator, and you're a great defense coordinator, always have been. So really like the Broncos in that game. Broncos playing really good. Broncos trying to make the playoffs, so they want to win that game. Of course, the Colts are trying to too, but Broncos have a little better opportunity. So hopefully the Broncos win that game. I like the Broncos in that game. I like Bo Nix to have probably 250 and 2 touchdowns. But we're going to go with the Broncos in that game at home. No question, really. Next game. Bills and Steelers. Wow, no, Bills and Lions. I really like the Lions. I really, really do. I really do. I'm telling you this before I do anything. Tickets as low as $300. Wow. But I'm not going against my boy Josh Allen. The best quarterback in the fucking NFL. The best quarterback in the NFL. Has been the best quarterback in the NFL. No fucking question. Is the best quarterback in the NFL, man. I don't care what anyone says. They lost last week. They played like shit. They got their ass beat down. That defense has some proof this week. They got to show it this week. Because if they don't show it this week, I might be done with them for the Super Bowl. They got to show that they're a better team than they are. Josh Allen's going to go off, man, this game. I like the Bills. I like them to get that bounce back. They're coming off a loss. You always like that bounce back game. They're going to bounce back. They're the fucking Buffalo Bills. If they want to do shit, they're going to bounce back. Josh Allen can't play much better, but they'll win that game. The defense is for sure going to bounce back. But I'm not going to say I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions won. Lions are a great team. Dan Campbell. I've been on Dan Campbell forever. I liked when he was the coach of the Dolphins, when he was the interim. I don't know why they ever got rid of him. He's a great coach. And he teaches toughness, man. A lot of people don't facilitate the fact that you need toughness in the NFL. John Fox, as great as a coach he was, he got you to 2 Super Bowls, but he doesn't have that toughness factor that wins you that Super Bowl, gets you over the hump. You need the toughness, and that's my problem with the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel, great offensive mind. Doesn't teach the toughness, man. The toughness is very important in football. So we're going with the Bills in that game. Josh Allen has a bounce back. Not a bounce back. Josh Allen wins that game for him, leads him to victory. Defense has a big bounce back game. Milano's, third game back, he's going to keep playing better. Terrell Bernard's great. The corners, they got to play better. That's all I got to say. The secondary got cooked. These dudes were wide open. It was like the JV team out there. But we're going with the Bills. They got to win this game if they want to keep any faith in getting the 1 seed. I don't think they need the 1 seed. I would like them to have the 1 seed, but we're going with the Bills in this game, straight off, just because I like them, and I think Josh Allen's better than Jared Goff. But next game we got is the Steelers and the Eagles. Wow, this is a tough one. Eagles are at home against the Steelers. Wow, this is a tough game, man. This one could really go either way. I'm purely going to go with the Eagles just based off the fact that they're home. I think it's going to be a battle. You know what? No, I'm not going with the Eagles. I've been riding on road teams all week. I'm going with the Steelers. We're going with the Steelers. I like Russell Wilson more. I like TJ Watt. I like Mike Tomlin better. I like with the defense. I like the offense better on them. Saquon's a beast, but he's playing one of the better defenses in the NFL. You're telling me whoever that defense coordinator is, Mike Tomlin's going to be like, stop fucking Saquon, and we stop that whole offense and the whole team. So we're going to ride with the Steelers in that game. It's going to be a great game, great battle. Really excited to watch that game. I think it's going to be awesome. But we're going to go with the Steelers in that one. So Russell Wilson, been playing really good this year, showing why he's still a good quarterback. People were sleeping on him. Always been a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question about that. So we're going with the Steelers. Next game, Patriots-Cardinals. I don't really think this is a hard one to pick. I'm going with the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, I don't know. He puts up good stats, but he can't win games. Trey McBride's a beast. That's my boy. Stand up CSU. Go Rams. Glad to see him balling out and having a great year. 80 catches for 851 yards. No touchdowns. Don't know why, because Kyler only has 15. But got to think the Cardinals going to win if they want any chance to make the playoffs in the NFC. I mean, I don't think they're great. I don't think they're horrible. I think they're a good team. They could surprise some people if they figure some things out. I think they need a couple more pieces to really develop. But I like what Jonathan Gannon's doing down there, and he's really developing the system. So we're going to go with the Cardinals. Patriots are in a rebuild year. Drake May, though, I will give Drake May. Drake May is flowers. Drake May doesn't get talked about enough. I think Drake May is a very, very good quarterback. I mean, he's been proving that this year. He has really no number one receiver. He really doesn't have anyone helping him out on that team. So we're going to stick with the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals in this game. I think if they want to make the playoffs, they got to win. Patriots rebuild year, and they're going all the way across the country to the Cardinals. So we're going to go with the Cardinals in this game. Next game we got is the Buccaneers and the Chargers. Wow, okay. This is another question. This is another tough one. I think, wow, you know what? I got to ride up on the home team on this one. I think this is really a toss-up game. I'm going to go with the Chargers. Again, they need to get a bounce-back game after that tough loss to the Chiefs that we don't need to fucking talk about ever again because it's the most frustrating shit I've ever seen in my life. But I like the Chargers a lot in this game. Justin Herbert, his yards per game and his attempts per game are way down, but that's just Jim Harbaugh football. He plays his style, and that's a very rare type of football these days, and I think it's hard to stop because you don't play it as much anymore. You're not expecting it. It's a different type of way to play. So we're going to go with the Chargers in this game, but I like the Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers got to put up a good fight because they want to win that division. Baker Mayfield, for everyone that was hating saying he sucks, that was just the Browns. Baker Mayfield's good. He got Mike Evans. He's got McMillan, who's starting to develop. Tough that Chris Godwin got hurt for the year, but Bucky Irving's starting to take over that backfield as well. So I wouldn't be surprised again if the Buccaneers win. I just think across the country, tough game. I like the Chargers in this game. We're going to go with the Chargers. So, and then Sunday night, we got the Packers and the Seahawks. You know what? I want to go with the Packers. I picked against the Seahawks every single week. We're going with the Seahawks. They're at home. They got to win this game. If the Seahawks win this game at home on Sunday night, they'll prove to me that they're a good team in the NFC and can make some noise. If they lose, I'm done with them, and I'm not ever picking them again. I think the Packers are probably the better team, but Seahawks defense is amazing. They're playing really, really good. Geno's playing Geno's type of ball. I mean, he's playing okay. So I like the Seahawks. I think their defense is better. They're at home. They got something to prove. The Packers, yeah, they got something to prove as well. But Seahawks, I just think are going to win this game. I don't know why. I got a feeling this week. But you know what? I've said that about the Seahawks in the past. I picked them and they've lost. So we'll see what happens with them. But I like the Seahawks in this game. Next game we got our Monday night games. Bears-Vikings. Is there any way the Bears could win? Is there any way? I want to pick the Bears just because I think that they could win because they like doing that. But you know what? They're 0-6 on the road. Lucky number 7. We're going to go with it. Don't know why. This is a very emotional pick. But we're going with the fucking Bears. The Vikings can't win every fucking week, can they? They almost beat them a couple weeks ago. But this time, for real, if the Bears lose, I am done with them until they figure it the fuck out. Because I can't keep doing this where I keep picking them because I fucking like them and I think they're going to turn it around. They got everything they wanted. Fucking Eberflus is gone. He's fucking fired. Everything they wanted is right in front of them. We will see what happens. I'm really excited to watch that game on Monday night. We're going with the Bears just based off the fact that I think they got to figure it out one week or else it's over for them. But no, Sam Darnold and them boys are balling out. Kevin O'Connell, great coach. Everyone wanted him fired last year because they had a down year. Like, get out of here, man. He's a great coach. Sam Darnold looks like, if Josh Allen was having such a great year, Saquon, he might be third in MVP voting, to be honest. 11-2, great player. Vikings at home, so again, it wouldn't really surprise me if they win, but the Bears like doing this where they'll maybe somehow win. We're just going to go with the Bears just because why not? Got to pick one outlier. Next game, Falcons-Raiders. Don't really think this is a questionable game. I'm going with the Falcons. Raiders are done, 2-11. Kirk Cousins got to have a bounce-back game. He's been playing horrible, but I will shout out Brock Bowers. He's turning out to be the truth that everyone thought he would be. I don't know why he fell to the Raiders, but I saw that Shedeur wants to go to the Raiders, so hopefully Shedeur will come in and change the Raiders because they are really, really bad. Max Crosby doesn't believe that and deserve that, so we're going to go with the Falcons in this game. I really like the Falcons. Raheem Morris, we got to see about him, but Bill Belichick won that job, which is the only thing that I think they missed on, but we're going to go with the Falcons in that. So that was Week 14. NFL picks from your boy DYL TALKS Sports. We'll come back tomorrow and hit you with the bowl game picks and the college football playoff picks. Hot take, not really hot take. SMU is going to probably be picked somewhere in there. So really excited for the end of the season of college football and the NFL coming up. And then we'll transition more to NBA and NHL and more analysis there. But right now we're just diving straight into this. I really appreciate everyone joining along. These are my picks. I'd love for you guys to comment below and let me know what you think. This is DYL TALKS Sports. I hope you all have a good day and God bless.